This is Susan Weinschenk. If you've ever worked on a design team, you probably know how important it is to have personas and scenarios before you design. But have you ever thought about why it's so important? Or maybe you've struggled to explain it to someone else. I hope this short video will help you. It's excerpts from my course, How to Develop and Document Personas and Scenarios.
What happens when you're creating something, whether it be a website or a mobile app or a product, anything you're creating, there's always going to come a point during design when you are trying to make a decision. Do I put this on the screen here? Do I assume that they're going to push this knob or button on the remote control now? There's always design decisions, there are always trade-offs, and whether you realize it or not, you are making assumptions about your users at that moment. You are making sometimes unconscious assumptions about what they're doing, what would be best for them to do next, how they're thinking about that particular task. And you are then making decisions based on those assumptions. When you have a very clear idea about who is going to use your product and what it is they're trying to do with it, and when the whole team agrees on that, then you can design in a way that allows you to match the needs of that particular user group. You don't want to base your design on things that don't happen very often and aren't very important. And in fact, that's a flaw I see a lot of when people do design, is they design for the exception. You know, well, it's possible when someone is on this page of the website, they might want to do X, Y, Z. And certainly at some point in design, we're going to make sure we've built in all the exceptions. But we don't want our whole design to be based on that one little thing. And what happens a lot is that people who are doing the design may not really even know which of these possible scenarios are frequent and which are critical. That's why coming up with your scenarios up front, before you start design, as part of your user research, can help your design so much, because now you're going to design for the important and frequent stuff. You're going to make sure your design really fits that. When you've got good solid personas, when you've got good solid scenarios, you will find that your design goes smoothly. You're able to communicate clearly with other people on your team and with other teams about why you're doing what you're doing, because you can point back to those personas and those scenarios.
If you'd like to get more information about the online video class, How to Develop and Document Personas and Scenarios, go to www.theteamw.com/course-personas.